Remember when you would pretend to be sick in order to miss going to school? I know y'all do. Well, today, I decided to do the opposite. I'm up here against doctor's orders. But I stand before you today because I've always tried to go against conventional thinking, to follow something else, my conscience, that little voice deep inside that acts as my GPS, helping to navigate through the twists and turns of life. And today I want to tell you about how to use your internal navigational system to turn roadblocks into openings. You see, back in 2010, I was working at a hot advertising agency, the type of place that Don Draper would have worked if he were real and living as a hipster in Brooklyn. I was at my desk, the glare of the fluorescent screen making my eyes squint, when I clicked on a link to a music blog. I clicked play and boom, a voice not so still. Now, if you never left Houston, get a passport. Never left Little Haiti, get a passport. If you live in South Central, get a passport so you can see the world. Yeah, and if you rep the 5 boroughs, get a passport. Immediately, as a recent graduate of UMass Amherst, I knew I had to do something. But what? At UMass, I had my fill of student activities. I mean, really, I had my fill. My parents were concerned that I wasn't going to graduate on time. But I did not know about the opportunity to study abroad. My focus was getting a degree so I could get a job in New York City. Growing up in the Bedford-Stuyvesant neighborhood of Brooklyn, New York, it motivated me to achieve, but not to dream, because the kinds of people who achieved their dreams were not from Bed-Stuy. Most of the people where I grew up had never left their 4-block radius. And this is when conventional thinking kicked in. So I went back to my job at the hot ad agency, a job that had just given me the opportunity to work on a project with LeBron James. The LeBron James, by the way. My mind told me that LeBron was more important than what the voice deep inside was telling me. But my GPS knew better. An opportunity to work with LeBron would happen again. And if it were on my life map. So the next day I was at Grand Army Plaza in downtown Brooklyn, submitting my paperwork for my first passport. I remember the look of it when I ripped open the unmarked USPS package that came in the mail 4 weeks later. Clean and classic. But for the next year, I sat at NYC, not traveling, nor following my conscience due to my mind telling me I couldn't afford to travel. My job was more important, and it was just a dream. Until a fateful day, a friend emailed me saying, "Kenji, I found a $300 round-trip ticket to Barcelona." Barcelona, oh my gosh. You would think that one wouldn't need their mind or their conscience to make this decision. It was a layup. But no, my thoughts led me astray again. Up until my friend told me, if you change your mind, the flight leaves on May 14th. My conscience said, don't let this moment pass you by. And despite my hesitation, my fear, and my anxiety, I did not. I celebrated my birthday and my first passport stamp in Barcelona. walking down La Rambla with my friends. The seeds were planted for Passport Life, a movement to inspire our country's youth to get a passport and see the world. Marcus Mosiah Garvey once said, "A people without knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots." The truth is, seeing the world didn't just lead me to far-off places that were foreign to me. They led me back to my roots. Roots that I discovered last Thursday night while opening a package from AfricanAncestry.com. A package containing a certificate that stated African ancestry hereby certifies that Kenji Summers shares a genetic ancestry with the Awando people living in Cameroon. So today, I've crossed another roadblock in my life by coming back to my educational roots to accept the UMass Amherst Distinguished Young Alumni Award. If you are listening to me and you hear that little voice telling you to do what you have conventionally been afraid to do, follow. Get on the road and let your conscience lead you to an opening. Thank you, UMass.